Do you struggle doing reach outs? This week, we are talking about mastering the cold outreach, the anatomy of an effective cold message. What even is an effective cold message, you might ask? And why does it feel so yucky when you send it out to someone? Why are we afraid to send it to people? And why do we even worry about it being spammy? All these questions, so many of them, and so much overwhelm. Before I dive in, let me introduce myself. I am Stephanie Zima, the founder of the mentorship program Walk It Free, where we heal, connect, and level up. And in this mentorship program, I help online entrepreneurs to get off the emotional roller coaster of self-doubt, overwhelm, and procrastination onto a solid foundation of confidence, clarity, and courage so they can take the next step to success in their business. So if you are struggling with reach outs, this one is for you. If you are anything like me, you know the feeling of sitting in front of your computer, knowing that you need to send a message to someone, but you just can't get yourself to hit that send button. 1,000 thoughts are happening in your brain, 1,000 of them, right? What if they think I am XYZ? I always filled XYZ with unqualified to reach out to them. After all, I was just a housewife that got scammed into believing I was an entrepreneur. I don't even know what I'm doing. I have no sales experience. I don't even know enough about the products that I am about to sell. What if they ask me a question back? What if I cannot answer that? What will I do? What will I say then? They will surely then believe that I am unqualified and insufficient. And if they think that, what will that mean about me? Ouch. Yes, it will mean that all the people that told me that I should be careful with this entrepreneur scam of mine would be actually right. Do any of those thoughts sound familiar to you? Have you had any of these thought patterns happening to you while you're trying to venture into the cold market and sending a message to a stranger? If I have learned anything in all these years of network marketing and coaching, it's this. Systems help you level up your skills. Systems will provide the answers to all your questions that keep you stuck. It's the roadmap you will follow when walking towards your goal. Systems will help you take a step. When you take a step, you can take another one. And when you take 2 or 3 or 4, soon they'll become a mile and another mile. And now you're starting to see some progress. When you have clarity and some strategy, aka a good system, you will take the action needed to get you where you need to go. I hear you now. You're thinking now, I have all the scripts from my upline. But I am still not hitting the send button, you say. That's because having a script is not a system. A script is just words on a piece of paper. A system is unique to each and every individual person, and that is why it's so difficult for uplines to even motivate their teams to take the action needed. Each person has a different blueprint in their brains that are influencing the scripts. Let me give you an example. A typical cold message script would be something like, you have a subject line, quick idea for recipient's focus. And it will say, hi name, I came across your profile post about specific interest, and I really admire the work you're doing in field and industry. I specialize in helping target audience achieve special goal for solve pain points through solution. Recently, I worked with credible name and help them achieve specific results. I'd love to explore how we might do something similar for you. Are you open to a quick 10-minute chat this week? Either way, I appreciate your time and wish you all the best with specific endeavor. Best regards, your name, and your contact details. That sounds pretty familiar, right? Yes, because you are getting these kind of messages all day long, and they are met with resistance before you even had a chance. So let's just dissect that for a second. I came across your profile post about specific interests, and I really admire the work you're doing in field or industry. Everyone knows you are lying already. Picture this. You just happen to come across someone's profile that is what you are claiming. Sounds innocent, yeah? But your brain is screaming thoughts at you. You do not happen to come across anyone's profile. You are lying. And what did mom tell you about lying all the time? See, now you are doing things even that are not according to your core values of integrity. What is happening in your brain, you ask? Random thoughts highlighting that you are not operating in alignment with your original blueprint or identity. Your brain's job is supposed to keep you safe. That's it. Let me explain that a little bit. We all have a blueprint, an identity. That is our inner paradigm. It's like a computer system that runs habits and actions and beliefs and so on. It's a total subconscious for most, and you don't even know it's there. That's just what it is. But it influences pretty much every single thing you do. When your blueprint says, I am an honest person, I don't lie to people, and then you are trying to operate in a manner that doesn't agree with these core beliefs, your brain will immediately put counter thoughts in to alert you that you are in high alert function, aka fear, because you are about to act in not accordance with your blueprint or your core identity. Does that make sense? So if you're supposed to say, I came across your profile, right, about a specific interest, and I really admire your work in so-and-so field, and you know that's false because you actually searched them out to send them this script, your core beliefs and your actions are misaligned, and your brain will send fear to stop that action to protect you. Your brain is doing its job. Okay, moving on. Second part of that script, right? I specialize in helping target audience achieve specific goal and solve pain points through solution. Recently, I worked with a credible name and then helped them achieve specific results. Now, your brain says again, do you really specialize in this? I don't think so. You are not specializing in anything. You are a housewife that is trying to do something that you are not. You don't even know what you're doing or how to cook dinner tonight, let alone helping anyone achieve anything. You are a liar, you see? Your brain is realizing you are not you are not in alliance with what you're supposed to believe, and it's trying to protect you by simply getting thoughts into your head that are stopping your action, okay? It depends on what is in your paradigm. That's what's going on. So next part of that script. I love how something, blah, 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 chat for 10 minutes this week. Wait, what? Now your imposter is in full swing. Your palms are sweating and almost you have a heart attack, right? Maybe your armpits are sweating too. Your heart is racing, full on fear attack. You are asking them to do what? Have a 10-minute chat? Your brain is an absolute mess. You don't know what to even say, to your toddlers running around half of the time. Now you're having to have sales conversations for like 10 minutes? Absolutely not. Your social anxiety is on full swing. Absolutely no way, Jose, right? You're not going to send this cold message out now. That's it. You can totally forget about it. Does any of that sound familiar to you? Yeah. I am pretty sure it does. I cannot have been alone with this, I'll tell you. So if that is the normal spiel, how can you craft an effective cold message? Because let's face it, we know that we need to talk to more than 5 of our closest friends if we want to have a successful business. We have no other choice but to reach out to strangers. So to create an effective cold message, here's what we need to do. An effective one is that one that you actually will send, right? You need to ditch all these scripts and make your own. And here's how. Step number 1, you need to find a catchy and relevant subject line. The purpose of a subject line is to grab attention immediately. First things first, get some clarity on what you are even wanting to do here. Grab attention for what? Do you want to sell a product? If so, which one? Do you want to sell the opportunity? If so, why? Gain some clarity. What product and why? Or opportunity and why? What kind of pain points, aka problems, will you try to address with the solution, aka product? If you have problems knowing these things, think back about yourself. Why did you get attracted to your product or opportunity? What sold you on it? That's a really good starting point because your ideal client is the version of you about 6 months or a year ago. Step number 2 now, personalized introduction. Your purpose, show that you've taken the time to understand who they are and what they care about. Here comes the system into play. To show that you have taken the time to understand them, you need to have actually done that to be in alignment with your core beliefs. You remember, if you believe in integrity, then you need to be doing what you say. So you did or want to do to be in alignment with your core beliefs. Here is what I do. Before I send a cold message to anyone, I first find the prospect. I added them to a list. I engage with them a few times and make sure they're in fact my ideal client. And after I have done that, I have satisfied this condition of understanding my prospect enough to satisfy in my brain. I feel good in sending them a message. You see, I acted in alignment with my core beliefs of integrity, and it feels okay to send that message. Step number 3, value proposition. What is in it for me? Purpose, make it clear why you are reaching out and what value you bring to the table. So for example, I help target audience achieve specific results through solution. Thought this might align with your current goals. I have an idea that could potentially help you solve problems, achieve goal. Now again, your core values need to be aligned with whatever you're writing here in your personalized script. So what can you help your customers with? What do you bring to the table and how will that help them achieve their goals? What goal do you help them with? Once you have clarity on that, you are able to craft an aligned message with your core beliefs and do that in your cold message. You can stand behind your message and you will feel authentic about it. Step number 4, a clear call to action. The purpose here is give them a specific low pressure next step to respond to. For example, would you be open to a 10-minute quick chat this week to explore this further? Do you mind if I send you a quick resource that could help you with specific pain point? Or you need to think here, what would you like? Your ideal client is very much like you. So if you wouldn't want to have the time to coffee with somebody and sitting through a presentation, don't ask your potential customer to do that. So if you are struggling to do your reaches, know this. First, become aware of your inner blueprint, your identity. What do you think about the messages that you are getting? Do you think that they are spammy? Why do you think they're spammy? What makes them spammy? What do your closest family members think about you doing this job? What do you think about it? What are your feelings about it? Do you have resistance? Why? Get really clear. What's happening for you? Ask yourself all these questions to discover what your brain is doing to keep you safe. Now, when you did that, you craft your message truly to connect with your core beliefs. What would you feel? What would feel good for you? What would feel authentic for you? What good intentions do you truly have for your potential customers and why? Once you have worked through all of these kind of questions, you will feel much better sending your messages to your cold prospects. I promise you. Please let me know if they are in the comments if you have any questions. It's my mission to help as many online entrepreneurs to heal what's holding them back, connect with their authentic selves, ideal clients and missions, and level up by taking the actions required to reach their goals. This life has so many beautiful things in it, and often money is what's preventing us from having the freedom we all want. I do know that there is enough money in the world. It's everywhere, right? Everyone can have it. But we need to get out of the prison of our mind. So let's walk it free and create the life we desire to live. For more help, please comment help below so I can send you my free cold market mastery course.